What's up, boss fam? It's your boy DJ, man, coming back to you with another video. I got a good one for y'all today, man. So shout out to Ron Collins for another suggestion on the video. Wants to know what my bidding process is like. And it's actually really simple. And I know this is going to solve a lot of headaches for you guys. So stick around and see how we bid these commercial cleaning jobs. And I think that it can actually be applied to almost any service business that you can think of. I mean, it's really, really simple, man. But stick around. If you're new to the channel, you found a great channel, man, because I'm not trying to sell you a class or a master, anything like that, or no products, or I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to build a community where I can learn from you guys. You guys can challenge me, learn from me, see the things that I'm doing in my business, all the mistakes and the successes, so that you can kind of watch and emulate or avoid the things that I do, the mistakes that I make for yourself. But either way, we get to learn from each other on this channel, man. So stick around, and yeah, got a good one for y'all today, man. Stay tuned.
Embrace everything I used to. Things ain't bad as they used to. Try to start a revolution, and I don't know what God has planned for my future, but I just want it all. I just want it all. I just want it all.
What's up, boss man? It's your boy DJ the Boss Man. I am getting equipment ready and pulled out. Some deep cleaning to the equipment that I must do. Man, I hate this vacuum, honestly. It's the older Shark Apex. It's a great vacuum. It's just the front nozzles have like an issue where they short and go out all the time. I've like replaced it like 6 times already. Like $100 a piece, so screw that. But anyway, shout out to Ron Collins for the video suggestion, man. You're awesome. Appreciate you, man. Wants to know what my bidding process is like. But yeah, and it's actually really simple to where I don't even need to like sit in front of a whiteboard or anything like that. I can kind of just walk and talk this one with you guys, which I know you guys weren't expecting that, huh? But yeah, man. So to bid accounts, so wages are gonna vary from state to state. So, but it's gonna be your main expense when you're trying to decide how much to charge somebody. And the way I feel like you should be thinking about price and pricing your jobs is not how much you would accept to clean the job. You're running a business, so you got to think in terms of your business. It's how much you would have to pay an employee to clean that job. That's where you're going to have to start. So let's say you live in a place where minimum wage is $10 an hour. Don't pay your employees $10 an hour, or don't pay your employees minimum wage. If $10 an hour is above minimum wage where you are, then by all means, go ahead, do what works for you. But I don't suggest paying your employees minimum wage, but this is just to make things easy. Let's say you pay your employees $10 an hour. What you want to do is you want to get your bid, once you get a request to come and do a walkthrough for your client, go ahead and walk through the facility, and assuming that you've done some cleaning before, decide about how long it's going to take you to clean that facility. If you're not a cleaning company, decide how long it's going to take you to do that job or complete whatever this task is. Doesn't really matter. Sorry, I'm throwing some stuff in the trunk of my old Honda. But yeah, decide how long it's going to take. I mean, it's already coming together. I mean, that's pretty much the basics. You guys decide how long the job is going to take and how much you're going to have to pay somebody to do it per hour. So if you walk in somewhere and it's gonna take 2 hours to do, you have to pay somebody $10 an hour to do it. 2 hours, that's $20. It's gonna cost you $20 in labor costs in order to complete this job. But that's not your only expense. Employees themselves have, they come with taxes. So definitely try to factor in taxes, whatever the taxes are in your state. You know, actual sales tax, if you guys have sales tax wherever you are, if you're required to pay sales tax and things like that. Add that to that $20 or to that $10 an hour, right? And yeah, now you have a little bit more of a solid number on what your expenses are going to be for that account, right? We haven't even started talking about how much you're going to charge. This is just what it costs to you. So you want to figure out what it costs to you. Preferably by the hour, So, if you want to, figure out how much, if you paid an employee before, you might even have to hire an employee and run payroll or look at one of your own paychecks for a reference and kind of see what taxes are on average, to kind of get a better figure on what that number is going to be per hour. Then you can decide exactly how much it costs you. If you paid someone $10 an hour, it's probably after tax is really going to cost you about $13 per hour. So that. So plus taxes, you're already at about $26 for the 2-hour job, right? From there, you obviously add what it's going to cost you in supplies per hour, how much, cleaning solution you're going to use and things like that, and factor those things into your cost and what you estimate that it's going to cost you per hour for this particular job, because it may differ. You may feel like you're going to use way more degreaser or way more whatever on this particular job. This is going to get you into you want to pay attention to these things too, because later on this is going to get you into figuring out what your production rates are for cleaning different types of facilities. And it's going to be really important later on. It's not as important in the beginning, but later on to get to a point where you know what type of facility it is, the square footage of it, exactly the price that you could spit it right out, because the production rate of that type of facility. But for now, just kind of think about for this particular facility, how much in cleaning supplies is going to cost you, per hour. For this employee, not you. Even if you are doing the cleaning, you're thinking paying the employee per hour, and how much cleaning supplies they're going to use. And that's pretty much it. So now let's say we're at about, after supplies, taxes, and the employee's base hourly rate, we're at about, let's say about $15 an hour it's going to cost you. For those 2 hours, now you're at $30. So this job is going to cost you $30. Yeah, after the 2 hours. So $15 an hour, it's going to cost you about $30. So now you want to start thinking about how much you want to make in profit. And that's where it gets a little whatever you want it to be. There's no rules in this. If you have any other overhead, allocate a percentage of money for that to go towards your overhead, and always add another, add profit on top of that, profit by itself. And that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much how you get your cost, whether you want to mark up that $30 cost 100% and just charge the client $60 for that cleaning, then there you go. Then you know exactly how much profit you're going to make. You know exactly how much it's going to cost you to pay your employee. You give that $60 price to your potential client. They say yes or no, and you move on. But that's pretty much how I approach bidding anything that I bid for. And I've said this before. I don't think I've lost a bid maybe lost one all of 2019. I've been on one bid where there was competition and I was not selected for the job. So I'm not the best. I'm not going to say I'm the best, but I'm pretty damn good. So, yeah. But what do you guys think? How are some of you guys submitting your bids? What are you thinking about when you're approaching bidding. But those are the major things. A lot of people make the mistake of kind of just thinking about what they would accept for a job, like, oh yeah, I'll do it for $20 an hour, but it's not, you know, that doesn't include all of your costs, and you know, you're not thinking about it to be able to keep a profit and to get you out of the cleaning and to grow your company. If you are aspiring to be a solopreneur, then by all means go ahead and do it based off of what you would accept for it. But that's a dangerous slope, because then when it becomes time for you to step out of it, you can't step out of it. Or if something happens to you, then your company suffers because no one's working. But yeah, that's my take on it, man. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe if you're trying to build a business, a service business especially. Lawn care, window cleaning, pressure washing, commercial cleaning. You found a great channel, man, because I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I'm just trying to build a community where I can learn from you guys. You guys can learn from me and the mistakes that I make in my business and my story. And yeah, it's a great place to be. You really found a good one. Good job for you. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.